Given the criticality of water to all forms of life on this planet, it is not an overstatement to say water is life. From quenching our thirst to nurturing our crops, water is central to our life. There exists a close relationship between water security and food security. This is particularly true in the case of tribal region where food security is triggered by acute water insecurity. For the Korku farmers in Amravati and Khandwa district, water is a scarce resource. With low annual rainfall and topographic features that increase water runoff, groundwater level drops drastically by midwinter, leaving no option for the farmers to cultivate a second crop. With just one crop during the rainy season, most Korku households can barely meet their subsistence and lively needs. Widespread livelihood insecurity, largely due to limited farming possibilities, force any Korku households to migrate to other districts and other states in search of wage labor. Some of these households go as far as Goa for wage labor. In Churni village of Chikaldara block of Amravati, families have already started migrating in search of jobs. To address acute water shortage and distress migration, Sabal had started soil and water conservation as an innovative community-led activity. Sabal implemented knowledge and work initiative combined trainings in the community and encouraged participants to develop small soil and water conservation structures either before or after the training.
Over the past 6 years, Sabal project of Jeevan Vikas Sanstha had implemented several soil and water conservation initiatives that have greatly benefited communities. Earlier, when the groundwater table was low, communities were unable to cultivate the second crop. However, soil and water conservation structures significantly raised the groundwater table, which helped farmers start cultivating the second crop as well. These initiatives not only provided the community with economic benefits, but also conserved and developed the water resources.
In the last 6 years, communities constructed 3,870 small and medium soil and water conservation structures under Sabal's Knowledge and Work Initiative. During the same period, community also constructed 259 soil and water conservation structures entirely with their own resources. Sabal also taught the communities to construct small barrages using sack bags filled with earth and sand. Such small water conservation structures are called sack bag dams. Salik Ram and his 4 farmer friends started cultivating the second crop with the increased water availability which they achieved by constructing 2 sack bag dams.
For the past 2 years, apart from the monsoon crop, I have been cultivating winter crop as well. Earlier, I used to migrate for work. However, since the construction of sack dams, I stopped migrating for work and started cultivating my land instead. Now, I'm able to cultivate wheat and gram during winter crop season, which was not possible earlier. The sack dam also helped 4 to 5 neighboring farmers also to grow a second crop.
Soil and water conservation campaign of Sabal was immensely beneficial for the Korku community as it increased farming possibilities. Soil and water conservation structures increased water availability and brought 1,160 acres wasteland under cultivation. One of the water conservation structures that Sabal popularized is water absorption trenches, which prevent flooding and increase percolation. Ramakrishnan Babulal from Ukkupatti village was unable to cultivate 2 acres of his 5-acre land due to frequent flooding. Ever since he had constructed absorption trenches with the technical help from Sabal, submergence was stopped and cultivation was made possible.
I own a 5-acre land. During monsoon, rainwater from the mountains flood 2 acres of my land, thereby making it impossible to cultivate. Sabal team guided me on constructing water absorption trenches which stop the flooding of land. Before constructing these trenches, I used to harvest 40 to 50 quintals of rice, maize, sorghum, and lentils. But now I am harvesting 70 to 80 quintals.
Soil and water conservation activities proved to be a big relief for the community during the pandemic when people struggled to make ends meet.
In my background, you can see people working under soil and water conservation as part of Sabal project work. As you know, since last couple of years, these people were very badly affected by the COVID and the subsequent lockdown. They were left without any job, and there was severe famine. There was a question of their survival. This work, due to lockdown which was given to them, has provided ample opportunity for them to survive and to come out of their critical situation. As a whole, the Sabal project has provided the soil and water conservation and work for almost 3,500 people of this area.
Apart from increasing water availability and farming possibilities of the region, Sabal helped the communities overcome the severe livelihood distress that prevailed during the series of lockdown.
We didn't have any livelihood option during the pandemic lockdown. Sabal provided us with employment opportunities of land cleaning, construction of dikes, and creation of sack-pack dams. These structures help to make our land fit for farming and raise the groundwater level. For the work that we did, we received food grain packets as the wage in kind.
The impact of soil and water conservation was significant and impressive. Sabal succeeded in creating 7 model micro-watershed villages which have been suffering from acute water crisis. Groundwater table has risen substantially in these 7 villages, and farmers have started cultivating the second crop. Most importantly, distress migration has completely stopped in these villages.
Earlier, the land in our village was barren and farmers were unable to cultivate in these lands. As a result, they had to migrate for work. However, things changed when Sabal team came to our village and provided us with ideas for soil water conservation like gully plugs, continuous contour trenches, and loose boulder structures. The learning has been very beneficial for us. Earlier, water used to rush down to our fields, leading to crop losses. But with the construction of these structures, soil erosion stopped, our crops were saved, and crop losses reduced. Yield of our farms has improved significantly. Farmers have started to cultivate the second crop as well. Migration has also reduced considerably.
By converting a large area of barren land into lush green fields, the soil and water conservation initiatives of Sabal transformed the lives of hundreds of farmers in the Korku region. With the development of numerous small and medium soil and water conservation structures, not only water availability was increased, but a large area of wasteland was also brought under cultivation. No doubt, farmers of Korku region have found a new lease of life thanks to the soil and water conservation initiative of Sabal. Future now looks bright for hundreds of such farming households.